Hey, what's up, fashion fam? It's your girl B from Be About Town. I am back today. I have some shoes to share with you all, and I want you to help me decide whether or not I should keep some of these, baby, because yeah, you know how it is. Sometimes you buy something and then you're like, girl, I didn't sign up for this. Anyhow, we're gonna jump down to business, right? We're gonna jump down to business because of what? You know I don't believe in wasting anyone's time. Okay, my dears, let's get down to business, fashion fam. So let's just start with what, like, right here in front of me. I have some shoes, and we'll probably just work in the order of the least expensive to the most expensive. And you guys already know I love saving a coin over here. I love style more than I love labels, even though I do love a nasty designer piece. I love, you know, we're not gonna pretend, but I love saving a coin. So yeah, that said, these are the first pair of shoes I have to share with you. These are actually currently online on sale at H&M. I purchased these in store at the Columbus Circle location, at the shops at Columbus Circle to be exact, and they were on sale for $9.99. They are on sale the last time I checked on H&M's website for $11.99, which isn't bad because they had them in like for a zebra print. I want to say a zebra print also, but they didn't have my size. These are size 40. They didn't have a 40 in the zebra print in store. I think I do want to purchase the zebra print. They're so inexpensive, and I must say that they are such a cute pair of slides. These are perfect for kickabout. You could actually do these up with a skirt, definitely with a dress. I just think they're so good. I really do think they're so good. And the original price was $24.99, which isn't bad. Of course, they're not the most expensive sandal or the most expensively made sandal, but I would say that they are a really good pair of sandals and very, very well made, in my opinion, for the price point. Also, just to let you know, this is kind of like a really coarse, similar to denim material, and I really, really like these. So yeah, these are the first pair of shoes I want to share with you. I actually meant to go back to H&M to purchase the zebra print online. If they don't have them by the time I go back, I'm not gonna be kicking up dust, however, because I don't really need to be buying any shoes at all. All right, so the next pair that I want to share, these are from Sheen, and let me tell you, these are either a dupe of some Mason Margiela tabbies or some such other. They are these mules. Of course, they're like that footprint. I feel like J.W. Anderson had a pair that I really wanted, like some knuckle like heels. They were very chunky. I feel like it was J.W. Anderson. I'm gonna try to put them on screen, and I really, really want them. I just didn't want to pay the price point, and I had my eyes out for them for a while. But baby, can I just say, I could never find them on sale, so I just gave up, and I wanted them in the chocolate pair. I could never find them, and they were heels, not exactly like these, but very, very similar to these. Flat, very comfortable. Let me give you guys a close up, up close, like I like to say. And these are really good. Like, I like to show you guys the shoe perimeter and everything, especially when I'm buying a shoe that is very much inexpensive, and especially from Shein. These are a size 41, just so you know, because obviously, nobody is just like, Shein is not the headquarters for all things, right? Even though you guys know I dibble and dabble in Shein, I know that that is not, it's a good place for dupe items. It's a good space for cute items, and sometimes you can find some really, really good pieces there. I haven't purchased anything from Shein that's fallen apart. A lot of times I'm buying items, and when I get it, I really, okay, is this good? Is this something? And I actually compare it to other items that I feel like exist on the same level. So I'll compare it to something from a Mango or a Zara just to say, okay, is this worth me keeping? Because not for nothing, some pieces I've gotten from Zara's last a very, very long time. And so I use that as a measuring stick. All right, so that's these right here. These are so cute, so cute. And I like the bow details. So, okay, so these next pair of shoes are from Tiffany and Fred. Most of you who are familiar with Tiffany and Fred know of them because they make a lot of dupe handbags. Well, I just recently, I want to say the last 3 weeks, found out that they make duplicate shoes also. And these are dupes of the Hermes Aran sandals. And these are in this nice bright red. What drew me to these, because ordinarily I would go right to Steve Madden and buy my dupe, Steve Madden dupe of whatever, right? Especially of the Aran sandal, because he's on top of the game when it comes to duping shoes, him and Jeffrey Campbell. However, when I saw that these had the sole in red, I said, yeah. And they come in a number of colors. I will say though, you want to, if you can, get these from either Rue La La, Gilt, I purchased these from, or some such other equation, because for whatever reason, don't ask, on Tiffany and Fred's website, these are like $279. Girl, no. Girl, what? I don't think so. No, we're not doing that. And so, I don't know. Yes, it's genuine leather, but I would not spend $279 for these. And I mean, they're made very decent, but they're very, I would say, comparable to the Steve Madden version. It's just that I like that their sole matches the sandal, very similar to Hermes, right? But girl, what? And then they had a pair, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed at myself. I'm gonna wait to see if they come back in stock on Gilt's website. They had the black with the white stitching, very similar to Hermes. Excuse me, kind of spaced out there a minute ago. And they sold out though in my size. I should have purchased them. I don't know. Oh, I was waiting because I returned something and was waiting for the credit and didn't want to spend my money. I wanted to use my credit. But sometimes, sometimes you're just going to have to bite the bullet, because it's not like I don't shop on Gilt frequently. So I should have just purchased them and then, yeah. You know what I mean? I could have purchased them, and then when my credit came in, if they still had them in stock, purchasing with the credit and then ship. Even though it's a lot of like footwork, if it's free shipping and stuff, you know what I mean? Anyway, I shouldn't have waited is what I'm getting to, but I did, and they were sold out. But I originally wanted the red, so I knew I was getting the red, but when I saw the black with the white stitching, I was like, oh my God, those look, I like to get my dupes to look like the actual sandal or shoe or whatever it is I'm duplicating. I like my dupes to dupe, right? That, to me, that's the purpose. I really want the look. But Steve Madden does have the black version, but his doesn't have the contrast stitching that I really wanted. Anyway, these are very nice leather sandals. Let me give you a final once over so you can get into. These are size 40. And they have them in a number of colors just in case you give it in. Pink, blue, black. Like I said, I'm just gonna wait until the black come back in stock. Hopefully they do before summer is done. And like so, but let's move on because I have two more sandals. One, these sandals, I want you to chime in. Should I keep them? Because I'm just like, girl, I don't know. Like, girl, what? Fashion fam, I miscalculated. I actually have 3 more. These I can't return. I did not want to return them. I'm so pissed. I'm a little pissed. All right, so these next sandals, we're not going to beat around the bush. They're from J. Crew. They're not really sandals. They're espadrille. They, I think, reside between sandal and shoe. Because they're like an espadrille mesh deal. Anyway, Jeff and I were in Boston for his birthday. We did a little getaway for his birthday weekend. I like to stay at the Omni Hotel whenever I go to Boston. Typically, my sister and I do like a little, quick getaway to Boston, hang out, have dinner, do the sister thing. And we have like a ritual. Like, we've done it twice. Like, she either comes to New York and we like get a hotel and we hang out and we do the, just dinner, shopping, dining, brunch, movies. Like we have not necessarily a staycation, but a getaway. This time, because the last couple times, my sister and I have stayed in Boston, and the hotel we stay in is just everything. It's the Omni in the harbor, and it's just everything. So I wanted to take Jeff, especially because 2 of his favorite shopping locations are there. What is it? Filson's, and then there's also, what is the other that he loves? Todd Snyder. And both of them, they both have locations in the harbor. So anyway, we were shopping. We were in the harbor, but we also ventured out to what is the shopping mall? I can't remember right now. But anyway, yeah, we went to the South End in Boston. I can't remember the mall name right now. Everybody knows the mall. But we went to J. Crew, and because he wanted some Birkenstocks, so I bought him some Birkenstocks. I have a very simple husband. Sometimes he wants things that are more pricey for his birthday, but either way, he deserves. Like, I have a husband that deserves, because anything I give him, he gives it back to me tenfold, always. So my husband, and besides, gift giving and gift receiving, that is really my love language. Really it is. Who doesn't like a nice gift? I purchased these from J. Crew, as I was saying, and they are these mesh espadrilles. I think they're so cute. I tried them on in a 9. They didn't have a 9.5 in store, and they fit, but like my toe was like right there. So I was like, oh no, I think I need a bigger size. So I just ordered, and they were on sale. I ordered the 9.5. Baby, these fit me like the 9 fit me. My toe is like right there. If I had known, I would have gotten a 10, but it's too late. I can't return them. And so it's just like, is it possible to stretch an espadrille? And it's not even, it's mesh, so it's not hurting my foot, but this part right here, I don't want my toe up against that. I'm gonna try them on again though, because I did need a pedicure when I purchased them, and so I'm hoping that might help. But my toe is like right there up against this, and this is obviously very sturdy because it has to be. Anyway, I don't know, I'm a little pissed by that because I did really like these, and I wanted some red mesh shoes. You know, mesh is in, and I wanted some mesh shoes. So I'm a little sad because I don't know that I would be able to wear these for a long period of time. These might be like a couple hours in tops. I don't know. I'm gonna test them out again. Either way, I'm kind of stuck with them for now. But I could probably, my niece might be able to fit these. Because my niece and I wear the same size, but she has a very slim foot. But I don't know about the length because we wear typically the same size. I don't know. It's just like, what the hell? What the hell? Alright. Both of these sandals are from Tory Burch. You guys know that they're having a sale, 25% off. And almost all the sandals are like gone. Right? That's what this is looking like. For a signature tee. I thought this was really clever how they put this sandal together. And they fit perfectly. These are perfect for a nice little sundress. Very simple, nice thong sandal. I really, really like these. I especially like the pebbled leather. I think these would be perfect. I have a Ferragamo little bucket bag that is also pebbled, so this would be perfect. I wore that bag the entire time that I was in Boston. It's such a great vacation bag, you know, just to carry your essentials in, your keys, your ID, a lipstick, like your card. I don't carry wallets anymore, carry card cases, but very perfect, very compact, but very nice, as long as you're someplace where you don't feel like it's too crowded, as you want to be aware of your surroundings no matter where you are. But I think it's the perfect bag to take with you on vacation. It's stylish, but it's not too flashy where it's going to attract, you know, crooks, even though crooks I don't think discriminate. But it's very, very under the radar. And I think these would go perfectly with that. So these, I wanted since they came out. Let's move on. These, I'm considering sending back. And here's why. These are their pair. And when I take them out, baby, I'm like, are you really considering sending them back? These are so good. These are so good. Like, they are quite long looking, but they fit. Like, when I got them, I was like, girl, are you sure? These are also a 10 medium, but that's not what I want. When I received them, took the cushion out, I could see that they were so, and I don't want to bend them up more, like very, very malleable. And very malleable. And I kind of feel like they are a pair of shoes that really mold to your feet, or like if like they have a lot of give. They don't have a lot. It looks like a structured sandal, but this part is not that structured, and I could easily see this being an issue. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I see it being an issue. And I'm just annoyed because I'm like, oh my God, like, is this shoe gonna be really beat up in a little bit? And I really, really wanted, I keep saying really, really, but I want to stress how much I wanted this sandal, or this mule rather, or these mules. And now I'm like, I don't know, because I don't want them to be stretched out and like bent up. I don't know. Will these be a mess? I don't know. Anyway, these are the last pair of shoes I had to share with you. I don't want to end this video on a sad note or glum note, but do tell me, Fashion Fam, what your thoughts are, because I need to make a decision very quickly. Maybe I should try them on with some outfits to get better sense of, child, they go with everything. These are pair. I already know I could put them with a number. I have some navy. I could put it with some khaki pants. I can pair these with a khaki skirt, several khaki skirts. I could pair these with. I could just see these with a sheath dress, a denim skirt. Like, there's so much I could. So it's not even a matter of, do they fit into my wardrobe? Of course they fit into my wardrobe. The problem is, will I be pissed about my purchase later on? We don't know. We don't know. I hope I'm not just like experiencing FOMO, because I wanted these for a time now, and I don't want to regret sending them back, but I don't want to regret keeping them. And I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Please remember to like, share, consider subscribing, especially if you've been here before. At this point, if you've been here before, you need to just officially make our connection a thing. Like, you need to be, and this is another thing. Some people are telling me that they're not getting alerts from my videos. Please make sure you subscribe so you see my videos. And some of my subscribers aren't getting I don't know what's happening. So please remember to like and share. Sharing is caring. Let people know about me, but also like the video, because I know that does a lot for the algorithm, and it'll help my channel out. Help my little baby channel out, please. Anyhow, with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Until next time, as always, take great care.